Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, but I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Yfn Lucci, who was just indicted in Georgia. He's been hit with the Georgia RICO Act and a blood gang takedown. And I went ahead and spent $38 on the Fulton County website so I could bring y'all the information from 75 pages of indictment. Yfn Lucci, the Atlanta rapper who seems unable to catch a break, just got hit with the whole indictment of bad news. Back in January of 2021, a warrant went out for Lucci's arrest after a drive-by gone wrong in Atlanta that left one dead. Allegedly, Lucci was the driver in an attempted drive-by shooting while Miami rapper CP3 was firing out of the vehicle along with two other men. While one man who was targeted was shot, gunfire was returned and one of the three men in the vehicle with Lucci was hit, later being pushed out of the vehicle and left to die in the street. Lucci, CP3, and the third teen had all been charged with murder, aggravated assault, participating in criminal street gang activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Lucci would later bond out for $500,000 and be released under strict conditions. Fast forward to April 30th, 2021, Fulton County District Attorneys would file a 75-page, 105-count gang indictment against 12 men after a 6-month investigation, one of which being Yfn Lucci. According to the indictment, each defendant listed is said to be associated with blood gang sets from Atlanta to Miami, including the Inglewood family Gangsta Bloods, a West Coast blood set hailing from Inglewood, California. In Atlanta, two gangs named ABG, short for Anybody Get It, or Atlanta Blood Gang, and BG, short for Bird Gang, operate under the Inglewood family umbrella as subsets. Bloodhounds and 13th Ave Hot Boys started in the early 2000s in the Pork and Bean projects in Miami as two different gangs from the same housing project, now both operating under a much larger blood gang umbrella. Yfn Lucci is known to be associated with the Miami subsets, gaining access to shoot music videos within notoriously inaccessible parts of Miami, such as the Pork and Beans projects. April 2nd, 2020, Yfn Lucci appeared in a video titled Yfn Shit. The video itself captioned "First Time in the Beans" and was uploaded to Instagram, which the indictment is now using as proof of Lucci demonstrating a leadership role in the criminal enterprise, the intent to expand the enterprise from Atlanta to the Miami blood stronghold, and enhancing the successful and intimidating reputation of the blood gang. July 14th, 2020, Lucci would post another video to Instagram displaying a handgun, and the following month, Lucci would assault a man by strangulation on top of encouraging other gang members to strike and kick the man for playing rival gang music. Lucci would then attempt to bribe the same man from informing law enforcement on what happened. Not only are these events being used to charge Lucci with the Georgia RICO Act, his murder case is also being used as examples of racketeering activity and other offenses. Lucci's co-defendants in that case, Miami rapper CP3 and a teen nicknamed Lism, have also been indicted, and things such as CP3's First Day Out music video, which displays firearms and gang signs, is being used against him. Now this isn't just weapons. Lucci's Instagram captions, such as "When I get drunk, I think about murder," are being used against him as examples of enhancing the intimidating reputation of the gang. Every gang sign, weapon, bandana, down to clothing colors are being used as evidence against all 12 men, with over 90 different events being used as examples, and this is only on count 1 for racketeering. Lucci, CP3, and Lism also face 5 counts of street gang terrorism, 1 count of felony murder, 5 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and CP3 faces possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, with all of these charges stemming from the drive-by shooting the 3 allegedly committed. Now, all of the 12 men's Instagram accounts are posted within the indictment, and the majority of evidence is coming from pictures, videos, and comments. Then, of course, you have drug trafficking charges with AK-47s and 5.7s. But as for Yfn Lucci, the craziest part about this case isn't his gang membership, as the documents clearly state he isn't a gang member. He's just associated and still being charged as a leading member of an organization after his alleged participation in multiple crimes. The Georgia RICO Act carries between 5 to 20 years itself. That, along with murder and every other charge Lucci is facing, it's safe to say he's fighting to not spend the rest of his life in prison. Now, the first thing I want to clear up, the Georgia RICO Act is not the same as the federal RICO Act. It's not as severe, but from my understanding, the Georgia RICO Act, it's much more widespread, meaning they're able to charge you with it with things that the feds normally wouldn't. So it's actually easier to get hit with the Georgia RICO Act than the federal. But federal punishment is worse than the state. Now, that doesn't really make a fucking difference, because whether or not Lucci's hit with the fucking RICO and all the other charges, he's still fighting the fucking murder case. And the fact that now they're using the murder case in this indictment along with everything else, it isn't a good sign. And I mean, there's a bunch of other people that are in this indictment. It was 12 people total, but they're all hit with different shit, having big ass guns, drug trafficking, this, that, and the third, fucking people up, whatever, right? Lucci, the amount of charges he's facing, because he just got hit with a whole lot more shit, it's intense. And it's intense because a lot of the evidence they're using is simple shit, like guns in music videos, captions on Instagram. I got murder on my mind. Oh, we're gonna use that as he's intimidating people for the furtherance of the reputation of this gang that he's not even a member of. He's just an associate. His lawyer is gonna need to break down what the fucking associate is. Because at the end of the day, if he's just clicking up with people for the purpose of music, peep game how every gang member that he's associated with is a rapper or in the industry, right? So if he wants to click up with CP3, who's allegedly a blood, but they're clicking up for the purpose of music, that's not necessarily gang activity, but they're trying to use the gang signs, the guns in the videos. They're trying to use it for the RICO Act. I mean, they're stepping down on them hard. Every little fucking thing is being used against them. Thank God it isn't federal, because if this was a federal indictment, it's pretty much over with, you know what I mean? But the one thing that's fucking Lucci is the shooting. That shooting case where he was allegedly a driver for gang members that shot at someone and one of their people ended up getting killed in the process, who was pushed out of the car, left to die. That crime right there is what's fucking him the worst, because it's making him look the worst. He has to beat that. And if he can beat that, then everything else doesn't seem as bad, because obviously that murder charge is the biggest thing that he's facing. But no matter how you look at it, it's gonna take one hell of a fucking lawyer. And to be honest, I don't know how far Lucci's money goes. I wouldn't even have spent $500,000 on a fucking bond if I'm just gonna get smoked with all this other shit. I would have put all that money towards a fucking lawyer, or a better lawyer, or a team of lawyers. I'm trying to have a whole fucking NFL team of lawyers debating and trying to get this shit. You know, which one of y'all know the fucking judge? Do any of y'all have a relative that's fucking one of the judge's relatives? Is there any way we can sweeten up a deal? Because at the end of the day, beating every single charge, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's highly fucking unlikely. Copping out to a deal sounds a little better. And I don't mean snitching and none of that shit. I mean like, yo, let's drop this, drop that, and I'll take a little time for this. You know what I mean? But we're just gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I paid $38 to get 75 pages, court pages, of the indictment so I could come to y'all with the fucking facts. I'm not trying to Google shit and just relay what the news said. I'm bringing it to you raw and uncut. I'm getting y'all the fucking paperwork. But hey, I'll keep y'all updated if any new shit comes out. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.